from Reptichip to Repti Block. You want to know why? Dan, hit that intro. Everyone, it's Gavin from Ballsue, and in this video we're going to be discussing Substrate. And while we've got a great break in the weather, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to get on and crack on with this video. Now, before I do that, I want to give a massive shout out to Andy over at Club More Pythons. Thanks for the t-shirt, Andy. It is an amazing quality t-shirt. It's just awesome. If you guys aren't following Andy, get over to Andy's page on Instagram, give him a follow on there. Absolutely awesome guy. We did a live a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic guy. Today's video is all about substrates, and the one thing I want to make very clear is the substrate is down to you. Okay, I don't hold any grudges or unfriend anyone because they are using a certain substrate. You have to do what's right for your animals and your collection and where your setup is. That's most important. Substrates like the cocoa blocks, like I've got in front of me, and other products on the market, they're designed if you are struggling with humidity. If you have too much humidity in your room or in your racks, then it's probably a wise idea not to use a coconut substrate, or if you are going to use a coconut substrate, use it dry. Okay, one product out there that I have tested, Freedom Breeder, seems to be a fantastic product over in the States and in Canada. I've never tested Freedom Breeder cocoa blocks, so I can't really comment. But if you're looking for a cocoa block which is dry and can break down without water, then the Go for Cocoa product is the one you're looking for. It's bigger chips, it can break down without water, and that's if you want to use it dry, and you can use it wet as well. So if you're thinking about having a dry coconut bedding, probably Go for Cocoa is the one for you. Moving forward into today's topic, like I said, it's about the substrate. You guys know I tried Reptichip and I was absolutely blown away. At the time when we started using it, there wasn't many products out there as what there is now available to us here in the UK or in Europe. I started using Reptichip. I found it was far superior to everything that I'd ever used before, and I was really happy with it. JT, who is the owner of Reptichip, I've got a lot of respect for JT. We speak many times, or we have spoken many times on the phone, so I'm looking forward to catching him at one of the shows in America, hopefully this year, if I can get over there. But due to recent events here in the UK, I've decided to step away from Reptichip, so this is the last block I've got. That'll be going on the garden. And I've gone over onto Repti Block. I brought a few blocks from Dave down at Blood Ball Reptiles because I was curious about the product. This was probably the only one I hadn't really tried here in the UK, and I thought I'd give it a try, and boy was I blown away. And I found out as well that they don't only do a what we would class as a breeder block, they also do a hatchling block, which I'll show you guys very shortly. So I was really impressed with the breeder block, so I ordered 130 blocks from the UK distributor, and I want to make this as clear as day. I am not a UK distributor for Repti Block. Okay, I have the blocks for myself and I supply them to my Patreon members. That's it. I don't supply anyone else in the UK. I purposely brought all this for myself, and I was able as well to help people in my Patreon. So for those who are in my Patreon or are considering going to my Patreon and you want to try Repti Block, let me know and you will get that at a reasonable price. Let's move forward. Repti Block, it is a global company, or say a global company. They're called Repti Global. Okay, they do other products which I'm going to show you as well, including tub spray and also like a glass cleaner for your vivariums or your terrariums, among other products. And this is one thing that I like. I've got access to multiple products within the range. I'm going to show you how I make up a block of Repti Block before it starts to rain. I'm going to show you how I do that, and then I'm going to talk about the hatch hatchling block that I've got here, and I'm going to go into these size tubs, etc, etc. Okay, so less of me talking, let's get into making some Repti block. So Kieran over at KJD Exotics came up with a solution on how he does his, and he basically uses a tub that's got like high sides that can just fit one of these blocks in, and what he'll do, he'll fill that with water so the water can't go anywhere but into the block, and that works very well for him, and it's a fantastic way of doing it. This way is the other method that we used to do, where we used to dunk the block into the water, hold it down, let the water get in there, and you'll see loads of air bubbles, and then break off whatever we need. So it's almost like going in a bath of hot water, guys. Not cold, not lukewarm, not boiling hot, but hot water. Okay, this tub's a 36-litre tub, and all we're going to do, the water is going to be hopefully enough for it to start to come up, and we're just going to hold it down. Put a bit more water in there, and it's expanding rapidly. I can't even push that down now, so I'm going to flip that over, and it's just falling apart. I'm going to hold that down, and you can actually hear it taking in all the water, which is good. And look at that, just falling apart. So let's get this in the box underneath, and we'll see exactly what we got left, and we'll go from there. So here we have the Hatchling Block by Repti Block. Oh, Repti Global. This hatchling substrate is fantastic. I've used it when I filled this container. I'd still had a little bit left. It was almost like the gift that kept giving. The more I broke it down, the more it just kept giving. You can break this down dry, but again, I broke it down wet, and as you can see, it's not like dirt. It's like fine strands and fibre of the coconut bedding, and what I like about it is it does dry out pretty quick. So if you are using Lignocell, because this is probably a close sort of almost identical type of product to Lignocell, you know, you're using Lignocell because you have too much humidity, then this stuff might be the stuff for you. Now I have put my females on it, and what's nice about it, not all my females, just some of my females which are due to lay, it almost looks very much like something they'd be sort of laying their nesting or laying their clutching if they were in the wild. So with these being captive animals, obviously they're not going to survive very long in the wild, but you know, as far as the substrate goes, this is completely different to the chip, and the hatchlings love it because a couple of my hatchlings have buried down under it, and like I said, some of my females have made some awesome nests with it when they're just about to lay. So this is the Hatchling Block. Again, it comes in a 4.5 kilo cardboard box, and like I said, it does make over 70 litres, in fact. So this is the hatchling stuff. So this female here, she's an Enchi Orange Dream Ivory. She's been bred to the Sunset Het Ultramel, and I've put her on this, and as you can see, she's kind of made this bit of a nest area. And I just think it looks fantastic. I really like the colour of it. I like the way it looks. And what I love about this product is, again, with Repti Global, they don't just have one product. They have multiple products, which is, again, awesome, fantastic. So if you want... There goes Uzi. So if you want to use the coconut bedding, as in the chunks, the chip, you can, or if you wanted to go down the realms of using purely the stranded hatchling bedding, then again you can. Again, it's not dirty, it's not really dusty either, but you got your strands, So yeah, that's the hatchling bedding that I'm using for females. The other product that I'm really enjoying at the moment is the Repti Spray from Repti Global. It's basically a TerraTub cleaner, and it does everything that it says on the tin. You just spray and wipe it. There's no need to add water, no scrubbing needed, and it certainly does make a massive difference when you're cleaning tubs or just giving them a general wipe down. And what I like about it, like I said, I've got, you know, various products from the same company. I haven't got to keep phoning one supplier, then another supplier, then another supplier. I can basically get everything I need in one hit. They also do a glass cleaner, so if you guys have terrariums or vivariums or glass tank type setups or bioactive tank setups and you want to use their glass cleaner, then certainly hit them up, have a look. But literally, it's quite potent stuff, and when I mean potent, I don't mean in a nasty way. I just mean that, you know, it the smell and soft as it sounds. I've used F10, but F10 there's no smell. And the other thing, if you read carefully what it says on the bottle of F10, is spray on a clean surface. Well, kind of isn't that the, you know, we're using F10 to clean a surface? So I don't know, but for me, like I said, I've never really used F10 apart from back in the day. I then switched to stuff like this, the Astonish stuff, which again kills 99.9% bacteria. Again, you'll get this from plenty of supermarkets at a reasonable price. I've sprayed this, and again, I'm going to try and do it one-handed. So this had Reptichip in, so what we're going to do is give this female some Repti Block. Over to the front. And for me, you know, I genuinely spot clean. The only time I do a deep clean is if the females have laid eggs, or if I'm doing a complete substrate change. Obviously with hatchlings and males, they get changed a bit more regular than females. Females, I don't like to really take away their scent. And again, if you do too much cleaning, guys, they will go off food because they don't feel secure. And what will happen is you'll clean them, you'll think, oh yeah, that's perfect, and then you'll go in the next day and they've left you a nice deposit in the corner, because that's them scenting their tub, that's their house. Stop taking their scent away. So as you can see, I've wiped that round. It was a bit difficult because I was doing it one-handed, but I've wiped it round. You know, what more can you do? Really like the stuff. So what we'll do now, we'll put some fresh bedding in. We'll put some of this Repti Block in there. This female's going into shed, so this will be perfect consistency. I haven't got to add any extra water. A little bit at the front, and again, I'm just using scattering of handful. I don't go mad. I still like them to bury down to the heat source if they want to, so I'll probably just put ½ an inch to an inch of bedding, like so. We'll get us some fresh water and we'll get us set up, and that's it. There we have it, guys. Repti Block in a video. That's what I'm using now. I love the product. I think it's fantastic. If you're unsure for yourself, give it a chance, try a block and see what you guys think. They are on Instagram, so get over there and give them a follow on Instagram. But again, I want to give a massive shout out to all my Instagram support, all my YouTube support, and again, all you Patreon members. We are smashing it over on the Patreon and the Discord, so thanks again, guys. It's absolutely awesome. And again, thanks to Andy over at Club More Pythons for this awesome t-shirt. So for now, guys, hope you're all well, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I hit recorded, drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming.